Welcome back for Financially Fit. I'm Alan Dembski with Buffalo First Wealth Management, along with Tanya Baya from Buffalo First.
Hi, everyone.
People, hi. So people have been really liking our videos, which is a good thing, and people are talking about them. So we must be bringing some good topics up. And I think today we spoke last week about a client case, and we had two really interesting ones in the recent year or so that we wanted to really bring to people's attentions with the advent of different products and things out there. People are so overwhelmed with what's out there. I want the next best thing. And now people got to start to determine, and that's where we come into play to help people determine what product is best for them. Because a lot of products that we see in the market, people use them as one size fits all, but that's not necessarily the case. But we got two interesting cases that we recently done. And like I said, within the last year, we're not going to use real client name or anything like that, but we're going to tell you the concepts behind a few things that we've done for people that really worked out well, in our opinion, the client's opinion. And again, we like any feedback from people watching this video, what they think, or if they would have done something different. That's what it's all about, is the interaction. That's what we love, is the interaction with clients or prospects or whoever might be watching these videos. So I'm going to turn it over to Tanya, because we did a great case for a lady, or at least we feel, and about a year ago, right? About a year and a half
Yep.
ago. Tremendous case. And I'm going to let Tanya tell you the story, and then I'm going to tell you a case that I recently did that really worked out well, in our opinion, as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Tanya right now to talk about that.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. All right. So for me, I am being a certified financial planner it's kind of my second business. I was a teacher before, and when I initially came into this, I knew all about investing and I understood insurance as far as, term insurance to make sure everything was safe. Mortgages, insurance for mortgages, insurance for autos. But I didn't really understand, I'd heard a lot of kind of negative things about insurance and how people are getting sold something. So I've learned a lot in this business. And one of the things that we did, I have a client who came in and her father had passed away and she had an inheritance. We put some of it into, some investing. She had retirement, and we were looking to see what else she had. Long-term speaking, she had some health issues and she was concerned about what would happen. Her husband was older than she was. And I'm saying was, he did unfortunately just recently pass away. But at that point in time, she wasn't sure what would happen, because she's about 60 years old and a female. And she had heard a lot about how we as in women end up in nursing homes a lot more often than the guys do. So we took a look at possibilities and we found this great product. She was able to put a chunk of her inheritance into an insurance product, which allowed for a couple of really neat options. First of all, if she really needed it, she could pull her money back out, which I thought was really impressive. Second of all, she had a death benefit. And that, of course, was good because she does have two children, two boys. And then, but the best part is that in case she needed to go into long-term care, her death benefit tripled, and she could use that tripled death benefit as a long-term provider. So she would have money that would go towards long-term, so that her boys did not end up having to take care of her if she ended up needing a nursing home. So what it did was it gave her options, and it fit who she was, because she had people who, if she died, she wanted to provide her beneficiaries. It allowed her to feel more comfortable, because now if something does happen, she will have a basis of long-term care if she has to go into a nursing home. And if something becomes a real crunch, she can take her money back out if she really feels the need to use it. So These are the kind of options, and I will pass it back over to Alan. But this is the kind of thing I like about insurance is there are other options out there. But as a person, like an everyday person coming off, coming off the sidewalk, you just don't know what's out there. And that's where we can help to make sure that it fits. And that's the biggest thing for insurance. You want to make sure it fits for you and your loved ones. Alan?
The interesting part is, I think it was Ben Franklin that said there's two things that are guaranteed in life is death and taxes.
Yes.
So in today's real world, there's three, right? You're going to need money.
Yeah.
Right. At some point, you need money to live. You're probably going to pass away at some point, unfortunately, or you're going to need some kind of assistance for long-term care. Now, statistics show 1 out of 2 men and 1 out of 3 women will need long-term care assistance. So 2 out of those 3 things are guaranteed to happen. And in this case, this lady would get 100% of her money back. Now, these products, unfortunately, in some states are not available anymore, but 100% of her money back if she needed it. Plus, if she held on to the policy for 5 years, she gets 4% interest credited back to her policy every single year. Where are you going to get 4% from in this market? You're not getting it from a CD. But it was and even when this lady decided to move forward, 4% was double what the interest rates were at that time.
Yes.
So it would, there's definitely solutions out there for everybody. But I just had a decent case as well, where a client had a variable universal life product. He's single. He doesn't have any kids. So life insurance isn't really crazily important to him when he's investing. He's got a pension and he's got other things coming in. However, he's risk adverse. He likes to invest. So we found something that we took his current product that he's investing in, gave him a new product that he can still invest into the market. However, he can't pick his investments. It's more S&P 500 index based, but he can take that cash value, not paying premium for it. We doubled his death benefit from 50 to 100,000. So now we gave him more life insurance that probably really doesn't need, but he still wants to take care of his significant other that he's with if God forbid something happens to him, which eventually it will. But most importantly, while he's still living, he has $100,000 now to use for long-term care. And it cost him absolutely nothing. Nothing that out of pocket it cost him. He's just taking it from one to another. And the best part about it, he has now a guaranteed death benefit, whereas previous product, if God forbid the market went down another 30, 50% over the next decade, that cash value is gone. It's not going to support the cost of life insurance inside that product. So now potentially in 10 years, do we know? No. It could go the other way. He could double his cash value. Who knows? We're not seers of the future. All we can do is help plan for the future. So we're really generating that value. And if the S&P 500 does good over the next 10 years, he's got cash. He's got cash back in his pocket if he wanted to walk away. But the main concern in his life is pension, Social Security, and God forbid, if I need long-term care, if my significant other predeceases me, or she can't take care of me because we're roughly the same age. So it definitely a win-win for the client. Not only are they achieving their goals, but we're helping find them the right solution to achieve their goals.
That's the really important thing that we wanted to mention in this video. We want to really make sure you understand that there are definitely options out there, and each person has different concerns. As Alan said, his client had some very different concerns than my client did, and maybe some of them are similar, but which one is more important? So when you sit down with somebody and they're talking about insurance, make sure that that they are listening, and that's what we do here, that they are listening to what your concerns are, what your goals are, and what your needs are. Because there are lots of really good products out there, but doesn't necessarily mean that all those good products are good for everyone.
Yeah, I have a client building a house. He's just been texting me pictures of the building. And one of the things that, as you just said that, Tanya, was, there's lots of tools out there, but what's the right
Right,
tool for the right job, right?
right,
So you're not going to use uh, a hammer if you need a screwdriver.
right.
So what is the problem? What is the tool to help us solve that problem at the end of the day?
And make sure that you understand. If you're confused, if you no longer really understand what the person is talking about, don't say yes to anything. Make sure that's what, make sure you're talking to someone who is willing to sit down and go through it 6, 7 times with you. All right. If that's what it takes, you want to make sure that that product, whatever it is really meeting your needs.
Absolutely, because everyone could say, well, this product is the best thing since sliced bread, but it might be, it
Mhm.
very well could be, but does that fit the actual solution that we're trying to solve here? And it
Right.
might not be. So uh, certainly, hopefully everyone enjoyed this video, and I think we're right up about our time. So
Yep.
please, again, like we ask, oh, I just want to mention this too today. So today is the first day that you can file your taxes.
Oh, that's
So
right.
if you do need tax help, you can certainly reach out to us for that. We have 2 preparers that are standby and ready to go to help you out. Follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter. And please like and share our video. And we're always interested to hear your comments, good, bad, or indifferent. That's where we learn. Everyone's always learning, right?
Yes.
So with that, hopefully you enjoy the nice cold weather here in Buffalo, New York, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend.